This will be the most in-depth Instagram marketing guide that exists, at least for free. So stick around to the end. Every slide has got value for you guys. Now, before we get into it, if you've got any questions, you can message me on Telegram at Tommy1of1. If you want to check out my Instagram, it is at Tommy1of1 with 2 Ys. I don't use Instagram much at all anymore, so your best bet for reaching out is Telegram. Now, I'm going to try and do this all in one take. It's been a while since I've done a long video. Obviously, there's no editor, no videographer for this one. I just wanted to get as much value packed into this for you guys as possible. So, here is an overview of everything we're going to be covering today. We've got why Instagram, strategies overview, creating accounts, buying accounts, the warm-up process, the posting process, short format fundamentals, a content quality guide, content quality examples, content types, tracking performance, subscriber quality, advice to beginners, and additional benefits. So before we dive into this guide, who am I and why should you listen to me? So my name's Tommy. I grew up in the UK from a low-income family, no handouts, unfortunately. I started OFM with little to invest. I'd run some businesses in the past. They did okay, and then I lost money. So when I started OFM, I didn't have much. I locked in for 6 months, and then that allowed me to escape the UK. Now I am 21 years old, and I'm rich and free. I've put that because it looks cool. Obviously, I make decent money, but the main thing is the freedom. I'm not very materialistic, so the freedom is the biggest thing for me. I've been to 22 countries. I just got back from a nice tropical island villa with my mum, flew her out. I went to Kuala Lumpur, as I've shown in this picture, a few weeks ago. So yeah, the freedom is what can be generated from OFM, which is why I love it. And I'm sharing the information with you guys. The pictures here, we've got me in my first job working in a garage, like a mechanic's, all day, every day, in the cold. Horrible. We've got a picture of me locking in for the 6 months, just in my underwear. Horrible haircut, horrible beard. I look like a Dagestani fighter. And then we've got a picture of me in Kuala Lumpur. Obviously still need to work a lot, but I've got that freedom. So let's get into it. Why Instagram? Now, there's no getting around it. Instagram is the best platform to market on. I know I talk about Reddit a lot. I talk about Threads. Reddit is my favorite just because I enjoy it, but Instagram is the best. It's the best because it's got the highest potential upside. There's no other marketing method that can get you the crazy results that Instagram can get. 95% of the OnlyFans accounts that are making more than 6 figures per month, so 100k per month, most of their marketing is Instagram. So Instagram is the big marketing method that most people use. Now, it generates influencers through branding, which is extremely valuable. It's not just marketing that can disappear overnight. Once you've got an influencer, they've got fans that are going to stick around forever. It updates slowly, so something like dating apps is being patched every week, updating every week to try and make it harder for agencies. Instagram's very slow. It is evergreen, so a good reel that your creator posted or you posted for your creator 2 months ago can suddenly blow up. This is different to Reddit. You've sort of got 24 hours, maybe 2 days for the post to do well, and then it's kind of done. There's rare cases where it will be trending for a while, but Instagram is all evergreen. You can start for free, and it's not very nerdy. What I mean by not very nerdy is you don't really need to know a lot of pure information that's often gate kept, is that a word, to get into Instagram. Reddit requires loads of information. Dating apps is just stupidly nerdy. Instagram, not too much. Now we're going to cover the strategies first. So we've got organic posting, mass follow, babe pages, boosting, and paid promo. Get the little snus up. So first off, organic posting. This is the main strategy. This is what all the big accounts do, of course. You've got the Sophie Rains, Jelly Beans, all these big accounts. This is what you've got to be focusing on. Everything else can just be an addition. This is the bread and butter. Organic posting. Posting 1 to 4 reels per day. You can hit the 4 mark. We've gone from 1 to 2 posts per day, and we're actually trying out 3 to 4 currently, and it's still working. It's completely up to you. It just depends on how much content your creator can produce. You're then going to brand the account into a niche, slowly building an influencer. That's the biggest part. You need your creator to become famous, an influencer. The brand is bigger than just her image. You then direct fans to the OnlyFans with the link in bio. So if we look at Jelly Bean's account here, they've got their custom domain, which you can click on and go to the OnlyFans. So the pros of organic posting are huge upside. The brand can literally stay forever, if not forever, for years and years. The leads, what I mean by leads are the fans or potential fans. There is a good warm-up. So maybe they've been following for a week or two. They're slowly getting more attracted and more attracted to your creator. Maybe they've seen a cute story post that they started falling in love with her. So they're already warmed up. They already like the creator instead of just randomly coming across her. The cons of this are there is high content requirement. You are dependent on the reels that your creator produces, which you can't overlook. It is a big factor to Instagram. If your creator just is completely incapable of making good quality reels, it's going to be really tough. So you've got to really focus on that. And it is slow. So it's not just a quick black hat marketing method that you can just get set up in 24 hours. It is slow. It takes sometimes months of consistently posting every day and patience to really grow. Now we're going to quickly go over mass follow. I don't want to get into it too much because it's honestly not that good unless you've just got crazy amounts of money to put in and a huge system. But if you're sort of getting into Instagram, the main thing you need to focus on is organic posting, but we'll cover it anyway really quickly. So mass follow is when you run thousands of accounts, normally web-based. Sometimes it's just with loads of phones attached to the PC. Normally, that should be via web anyway. It is automated, so it's not like you're just going through manually and following everyone. You run bots that automatically follow all the followers of an OnlyFans girl, something like this. You have your own algorithm. You can also have mass message automation. I'm sure you've all got these before, just these really spammy messages you get in your DMs from a girl. Sometimes they're super spammy, trying to get you to a porn website. Sometimes they're actually not too bad, saying, oh, my friend forgot to get your Instagram, or my friend thinks you're cute, here's her IG, that kind of thing. You've definitely all got them before. You're going to normally link the spam accounts, they're called slave accounts, to a main IG to boost the growth. You can run this alongside the organic account. The organic account is your main account. Run these as slave accounts that boost the organic account, or you can take them straight to the OnlyFans. Now, the pros of this are it's quite low effort. Once it's up and running, it's all automated, and there's pretty much no content requirement. Maybe you need a couple pictures at most. The cons are it's extremely spammy. Not many people are falling for that anymore because it's just so overused and abused. And there's no lead warm-up. So if you just imagine a fan that goes to an OnlyFans account that's been following an organic Instagram account for months, he's going to have some sort of feelings towards the girl, or he's just seen her loads of times, compared to just a random message with one profile picture and a bio, and then he just checks out the OnlyFans. There's no lead warm-up at all, so there's a big difference in the quality of fans. Next, we've got Babe Pages. So Babe Pages is an Instagram account that reposts high quality reels in a specific niche. You are building accounts around these reels, building accounts around famous creators that do the work for you. So let's say you've got a gym girl babe page. You're going to maybe follow all the biggest gym girl influencers and OnlyFans girls. The best reels you can just download for yourself and post for yourself. So you're reusing the content that already works. It's already a proven system. You are reusing that and building a big Instagram account. These babe pages can get huge. Once it's huge, you're going to funnel the viewers to your own creators' OnlyFans. Now, we do have an example of this. First, we'll go over the pros and cons. So the pros are you can build a huge network. Imagine you've got 50 babe pages with 100K each. That is a huge network with huge reach. It's got versatile use, so you can use it to promote OnlyFans. You can also sell the babe pages really easily. They're very valuable. You can use it for outreach. You can do whatever you want with it. It's very valuable. You can also receive paid promotion, so other agencies can pay you to post their creator. And you're not relying on any content. You're reusing content that other creators are already doing. Now, the cons for this are normally spammy views. The views that your account gets are views on the creators you're reposting, not your creator. So they're not very interested in your creator, meaning low quality. Low conversion for the same reason, and there's no lead warm-up, as we've discussed. Next, we've got boosting. So you probably all know what boosting is. You can pay for boosts on your Instagram posts, which guarantee they get pushed out to a specific demographic that you specify. Now, the problem with this is it limits the natural reach. Once you boost, you will need to boost pretty much all the posts. It limits your natural reach a lot, so I never touch it, but some people do. But obviously the good thing is you're securing views to your account. Now, the pros are instant views, pretty much guaranteed. And you can drive traffic to your account and get that branding pretty quick. The cons are, as I mentioned, it reduces the organic reach. It is very expensive, and it's actually really hard to get that ROI. So you need a top tier creator, everything perfect. You need amazing chatting for it to actually reach that ROI. Now, paid promo, we've got a picture of Conor McGregor because it's like a baller method. Now, this is when you pay Instagram accounts with large followings, branded accounts, meme accounts, trending videos accounts, anything like that. As long as they've got a good following, you pay them to post a story, reel, pic of your creator. You guys have probably seen these on some meme accounts or funny accounts. You just randomly see an OnlyFans creator and think it's pretty weird. It's because they've been paid. Then you're going to funnel that traffic to your main Instagram account. Very simple. The pros are it's really fast and it's really easy. You just need that good content or create a storyline. There was a big one on Twitter. Yeah, so Sophie Rain did like the Spider-Man outfit and shit like that. You can create a story, or you can just drive it straight to your account. The cons are obviously it's super expensive. It can be spammy traffic, and it can completely flop. If you don't have a proven system, you've never got paid promo from these specific accounts before, you don't know if it's actually going to generate the attention that you want it to, or it's going to be a complete flop. So it is quite risky. Now, let's get into creating accounts. So to create Instagram accounts, the rest of this is going to mainly be focusing on organic posting, as that is the main strategy. I mentioned before that mass follow is different, so you won't be creating accounts like this, but this is extremely important. So creating accounts, you're going to be using an iPhone 8 or above. Lower than an iPhone 8 actually fucks the account up. This is proven. It needs to be iPhone 8 or above. You can use Android. There's big debates for it. Most people, pretty much everyone, just stick to iPhone because everyone knows that works. You're going to need a new number or email for each account. You can create these emails yourself. There's loads of options on how to create loads of emails. I've got a video to create Gmails. You can sign up for a Google admin account and then create different alias accounts. You can pay for Apple ID Plus or Pro, whatever it's called, and create loads of accounts that way. Loads of ways to do that, not too hard. Or you can use Daisy SMS or a provider like that to rent/buy a number. Completely up to you. Split test it. There's debate on if a number's better or an email's better, but you can do the testing for yourself. I do have a video on how to create these Instagram accounts as well, which you can just find on my channel. Now, if you're using emails, most people say that aged emails is better than new. Again, you should do the testing yourself. There's just debate about it. So try new emails, try some aged emails that you can purchase from suppliers on Telegram and see what works best for you. I'm hesitant to give exact things away because these marketing methods change. So if I give exact thing that I'm doing in this video away, you might see this in 6 months and it's not the correct method anymore. So the creating, you want to be waiting 1 to 2 hours between each account on each phone. So if you've got 5 phones, you can create on one, then straight away create on the other phone, create on the other phone. But on the same phone, you want to be waiting 1 to 2 hours. If you create one after another, it will start blocking you and saying error and stuff like that. So just don't do that. Be patient, 1 or 2 hours. You want max 5 accounts per phone. Yeah, 8 when it's Threads, 5 when it's Instagram. Max 5 per phone. There's evidence that above 5 reduces the reach as well. Just like a girl, what girl is going to have more than 5 accounts attached to any one phone or any one account center? No one. You can use proxies. It is your preference. You can use a VPN. There's literally no right way. Everyone does something different. If you're in a third world country, you might want to use a proxy. It can help with the reach a bit. But if your content, we'll discuss this anyway, if your content fits the American narrative and you warm up the account in the right way, it doesn't matter too much. If you're not using the proxies and you're using 4G or hotspot or whatever, you want to rotate the IP regularly. You do this by turning on airplane mode and turning it off again. This basically reconnects to the cell tower and pings back a new IP. Now, if you don't want to create accounts, you can also buy accounts. We've got a picture of like a roadman kind of drug dealer thing, because that's how I view these account sellers. They're kind of the dealers of OFM. You can buy accounts, blank accounts. They're normally aged. Like 2016, 2017. There are suppliers on Telegram, so if you just go to my group on Telegram, completely free, you can ask what suppliers are around and people will reply. So yeah, you can get them on online stores like Axe Market. There are some others, but I completely forgot because I don't really buy accounts, I create them. I haven't bought accounts for a long time, but you can test it out, of course. So there are online stores. These are normally a lot lower quality. Private sellers on Telegram is the best way by far. Now, what you want to look for is, you normally want to look for aged accounts created in 2016 to 2019, that kind of range. You want a US email and you want a US IP and US proxy that it's created on, just because some of these accounts are just super un-American. And what I mean by that is they're just created on like shit emails, really shit IP addresses. Like these guys will be in countries that, like Iran, that are just completely against the American algorithm. So you can be a bit fucked when you buy these. So just make sure it is created this way, just to give yourself a little helping hand. The price for these accounts are normally $2 to $3 per account. Buying versus creating. So again, there is no right answer. Honestly, agencies do both. I said that I create, some agencies buy. It's completely up to you. Test both. I've always found that creating works a lot better. So that is my agency. We're doing great on Instagram. Creating always works for us. So the pros for creating or versus buying. Creating is cheaper. It is in your control. So you have control of every step of the process. So when you buy an account, you have no idea what happened to it before you've bought it. You don't know who created it, who had access to it, what was done on the account. You don't know anything. So within my agency, I like to just control the whole process, like vertical integration, just everything. I want to know exactly how my accounts are being created, how my accounts are being warmed up, everything. When you're creating, you can get the American algorithm from the start. So we'll go over this in the next topic of the warm-up, but you can basically just generate a better algorithm right from the get-go. The con is you do need an entire system. So if you're new or inexperienced or don't have employees, don't have a team yet that are all dialed and all good, you do need to build this system. You need people to create the accounts, warm them up, etc. You can do it yourself, but it's just going to take a really long time. That's the con of it. Now, buying is fast. They can be aged, which some people say is better. Again, debates on this, as you guys can see, there's lots of debates on Instagram, but aged can be a good thing. The algorithm can be proper fucked, as illustrated by these lovely gentlemen down here. Don't mean to offend anyone, but the algorithm can be super orientated towards the countries that are not the West, if you know what I mean. So it does take a more extensive warm-up to switch them to an Americanized account. And again, I mentioned it's just got a completely unknown history. Next, we've got the warm-up. So the objective in the warm-up is to Americanize the algorithm and to not act like a robot, to flag the account, get it suspended, get them asking for verification, none of that. You do this by watching American Reels, creators and topics. Some examples of this, excuse me, you can literally just type in any of these: Jake Paul, a Texas barbecue, UCLA, which is a college in America, Mr. Beast. So these creators or topics. And then you can just start flicking through the reels. Flicking through the reels, liking some, commenting on some, looking through the comments, etc. If you do this for around a week, you will have a super Americanized account. Everything on the explore page will be American trending stuff. And this does help with pushing your content out to an American or Western audience, which is what it's all about. Now, my exact systems for everything, for my warm-up, for my account creation, for my account posting, is in my OFM info pack. I'll talk to you guys about that at the end. If you do want my exact systems, what we do in our agencies, I do sell it for a low price, lower than any course, just my exact ways of doing things. If you don't want to buy that, absolutely no problem. These are the fundamentals. So you want to start slow and increase the actions as the days progress. So you want no follows on the first day. Following accounts is considered a big action. You can sort of imagine what some other big actions are like. So a big action could be changing the username, changing the profile picture, stuff like this. You don't want to be doing that on the first day because it's a little suspicious. You want to be doing normal actions while watching. So you don't want to just be flicking through and liking every single reel. You want to watch some reels, skip through some reels, a few likes, just super, super normal. Just chill, take a break from work and watch some reels. Be a normal human. And the warm-up wants to be at least 1 week. So those are some basics for you. Again, if you want my complete step-by-step process, that is in the info pack. Now, the posting, receiving content to post, the creator will make the reel and upload it to a shared folder. The agency downloads this content and spoofs it X amount of times. What is spoofing? Don't worry, we'll go over it in the next slide. The agency now has all the content it needs and it will post on all the accounts you manage. There's no limit to how many accounts you can manage. It's completely up to you. You can run 100 accounts, you can run 5 accounts. It depends how much resources you have, how much time you've got to allocate on this. Remember, quality is more important than quantity, but it's completely up to you. You want to be posting in the US daytime and you want to be posting on the same location as the warm-up. So that's why people like to get an American IP created Gmail and Instagram account when they're buying, because then they can use an American proxy to log in. If you're creating, you can just use the same IP as when you created. This is because it's just it is suspicious if the account's created in Iran and then you log in France and then you've got your team that logs in the Philippines. It's just like, what the fuck's going on? This is weird. Your account will be suppressed because it's really dodgy behavior. Now, what's spoofing? What do I mean by this? So when scaling with Instagram, let's say you're running hundreds of accounts, you can't be posting the same reel on each account. It has to be unique content on each account. But obviously you can't expect the creator to be making 500 reels per day. So what's the solution? The solution is a thing called spoofing. This are tools or bots, depends which one you have, that allow you to repost the same reels X amount of times without IG detecting it as the same content. So you upload your reel to the spoofer, you say you want it to spoof 50 times, you can play around with the settings. It will then change the metadata, do a lot of fancy stuff. You don't really need to know that. And then you can have 50 reels that you can post on 50 accounts, and your creator only needs to make that one reel. So this is super essential when scaling. Why you need to do this? As I mentioned, IG does suppress reposts, so it needs to be unique content in the eyes of Instagram. The reposting can cause bans as well. And it can cause chain bans, because this isn't just Instagram, but this is all marketing. If you're using the same exact content without spoofing on all accounts, if one account gets banned, there is a link between that account and all your other accounts, so it can result in a chain ban. On something like Reddit, this is super common. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff now. So, short format fundamentals. This is super important, and this doesn't just apply to OnlyFans. This is any type of short format videos, short format marketing. Pretty much every video that goes viral follows this structure. Every video. So you've got a hook, the build up, and the payoff. Now, what is the hook? The hook is the first 1 to 2 seconds, literally the first second, and that is the most important part of the video. It needs to grab the viewer's attention and create curiosity. We're going to go over examples of this in the next slide, but if you look at yourself or anyone else that's on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts, you'll notice that they literally give less than a second to watch a video. They'll be swiping if they don't like it. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Oh, what's that? Swipe, swipe. It's so quick. Everyone's attention span is completely destroyed. You need to hook them in the first second, and we'll go over ways to do that. Next is the build up. So this is sort of from the second to however long the video is. For OnlyFans, the videos do not need to be long, sort of 7 to 13 seconds. Not many reels need to go over 10 seconds. Depends the type of content you're doing, of course. But the build-up's basically the middle part of the reel up to the ending. And what this needs to do, it just needs to maintain their attention by maintain their attention by building up the tension. That sounds sick. Maintain their attention by building up the tension or curiosity. So they need to think that there's something coming or be curious what's going to happen next. I really want to see what is about to be shown. Anything that makes them stick to the end. Now, the payoff is also very important. So you need some sort of reward or thing that confuses them or something quick that they want to see again. This is because then they will rewatch the reel to view it again. Excuse me. So that is the fundamentals of short form content. Now we're going to go over some examples. Let's get another snus in. So this is a super simple one. The hook is, it's not a very big hook, but it's basically a girl holding a Spider-Man outfit. It's colorful, it's Spider-Man, people like Spider-Man, it's sexy. That's the hook. The build up is then the rest of the video up until you see Jellybean in the outfit, and the payoff is her in the outfit. It's super quick, so people rewatch like I'm doing now just to see her in it again. Where was I? Oh yeah, this one. Okay, next example. Whoa, what's going on? I'm not going to put the audio on because I don't know if anything about copyright. So we've got the hook, which is two girls, pretty cool environment. They've got something around their finger that they're pointing to. So it hooks you. What are they pointing to? Why are they acting happy? Like, what the fuck's going on? Then the build up is them sort of turning and walking. And then the payoff is a sick car. And then also you can see their ass as well. So people rewatch to be like, what car is that? What year is it? Is it rented? Whatever. What is going on? How do I... This is my first time doing a proper presentation for you guys, so I'm a bit rusty. Now we've got the hook, just a girl doing something in the mirror, holding, cleaning. What's she doing? She's cleaning, she's wearing tight outfits. The build up is her doing that. A lot of people know this trend, so they know something's coming anyway. And then the payoff is obviously her in a sexier outfit, so people want to rewatch to then see her in this outfit again. Now the hook, what the fuck is she doing? We've got a nice outfit. I should probably play the music on this. So dumb. But yeah, this is what gets views. So the hook, we've got an attractive girl, cleavage, tight outfit. She's banging on a cooking pot. Why the fuck is she doing that? Pretty weird. So people are like, what's going to happen? The build up. And then the payoff is obviously this other lady screaming and acting weird. She's showing her cleavage as well. So it's a weird payoff, but people will rewatch thinking, what the fuck did I just watch? Did we go on this one? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, so hook, we've got a tiny girl showing her ass cheeks and a huge guy. She's doing the washing. What's going to happen next? We've got the build up, which is like that meme of all the guys saying, go on, son. You're thinking, what's going to happen next? What's he going to do? And the payoff, he slaps her ass. So people rewatch that. They want to see what happens. They want to see her reaction, etc. Last example for you guys. We've got the hook. Tits are nearly completely out, showing her bra. She dribbles. Why the fuck is she dribbling? It's pretty weird. Okay, I want to know what she's looking at. Slowly building up, loads of cars, and then the payoff is just a nice still image of all the cars, so people want to see those cars again. What cars are they? Different colors, blah, blah, blah. So those are examples of hooks, build up, and the payoff. All short form content follows this, so you can transfer this to any type of Instagram marketing. If there's a fitness coach, their hook will be something like, tired of trying diets without any progress, here's how you can fix it. So they hook the viewer straight away with a question that they can relate to. Then they'll build it up, and then there'll be tips at the end. Now let's go over content quality. We're 37 minutes in. Jeez. So content quality. Quality is everything. Absolutely everything. It is way better to run one account with super high quality than run 1,000 accounts with shit quality. Quality is everything. If you just see the reels that we went over, you won't see any imperfections. Lighting is perfect. We'll go over it now. So first we've got lighting. You need a super bright ring light or professional lighting or direct sunlight. It can't be amateur. If it's an amateur vibe, the lighting still needs to be perfect. It can't just be like they've done it on a shit Android phone in the dark. It will get no views. You need a really good device. Your creator needs to be using a new iPhone. No exceptions. Just most Western girls have got a new iPhone. If you're working with a salary creator, just buy her a phone. It's cheap. An iPhone 12, iPhone 13. The returns will be immense. So you can't be using a shit phone. The background needs to be engaging and tidy. Clean. You don't want a bunch of mess in the background that just looks shit. It's distracting the viewer. Nice and tidy, clear, clean. You can make the background better, and you can fit it to your creator's niche by adding things in the background. So if it's a young looking creator, you can have teddy bears, girly bed covers. If it's an e-girl, you can have loads of colors in the background. You can have a gaming chair. She can have like a console, an Xbox or whatever in the background, so you can fit it to your creator's niche. The sound needs to be crystal clear. So you either use, obviously, the trending music on Instagram, which is fine anyway. If you're using your own sound, so the creator's speaking, it needs to be perfect. It can't be quiet. The creator needs to speak clearly so everyone understands what she's saying. The placement, you want the creator to be completely in frame. So if she's standing away from the camera, you want as much of her body within the camera as possible. You don't want half her body chopped off. You don't want her arms chopped off, one leg chopped off. Nicely in the middle of the frame, everything in frame. And angles, you want to be going to your model's best angles. Every girl will know her best angles. Obviously, you want to be going towards this. As well as this, sometimes it's hard to get creators to actually put all the effort they need to into creating content. So you really need to stress the importance to them. Make sure that they're doing, depends on their niche, of course, but if they look better with makeup, get them to do the makeup. Make it a big thing. Maybe one day a week, she makes the reels. Hype it up so she gets her outfits ready, makeup ready, cleans her room. The effort has got to be super high. Now, looking real, we've got a video of the man that's probably the worst at looking real in the world. No one believes you're a fucking human, mate. So, not all people on Instagram are stupid, especially the big spenders. They've been in the game for a while. They've spent money on OnlyFans before. They know when an account is just obviously managed by an agency, but obviously they can still be tricked. Not tricked, but they can still think that it's a girl posting on all the accounts, which is essential. You need to make it look like all the accounts belong to the girl, not to an agency. How you do this, you need stories, highlights, picture posts, as well as the reels, and following a good amount of people. Stories, you can post stories of your creator at the gym, a picture of her food, eating food, out with friends, dates, activities, maybe she's at the cinema, cute selfies. And one thing that I like to do that a lot of people don't do is reposting stuff. Just like a funny video, if you repost that, it looks like a real girl is just reposting, or like a breakup thing or anything. Real girls do this, so just imitate a real girl. You want highlights as well, so 3 to 5 highlights. Don't spam. No highlights is weird. Every girl's got highlights. If you've only got reels, it's going to look weird. The girl needs to post pictures as well, like a picture slide post every now and then. And you want to be following a good amount of people. So not just following 0 people, not just following a few creators. Follow real people. Follow a lot of people, so it looks like an actual girl's using the account, following her friends, following the people that she likes, stuff like that. Content types. So these are different types of content that you can post on Instagram. First, we've got the classic thirst trap. So this is the classic OnlyFans girl video showing an attractive feature or an action. So the swipe, 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 and then transition quickly to a more revealing picture or video. That's example of thirst trap. You've got TikTok style. So this is great for younger looking girls, girl next door, more amateur style girls, more innocent. These are just TikTok dances and trends using trending sounds. Super simple. Hard to get your creator to do this if she doesn't actually like doing it herself. I've tried this before. If the creator doesn't like making TikToks herself with her friends, she's going to look so awkward on camera. So if the girl does like doing it herself, you can definitely implement this. You can have a niched account, so a completely branded account on a specific topic. So maybe Omegle reactions. I saw a really good account of this the other day. It's just clips of her on Omegle. Of course, she's looking sexy, got the cleavage, and it's the reactions of the other guys, what they say, stuff like this. There's a couple good motorbike girls. So it can be an edit of an attractive girl on a motorbike in leggings, whatever. A gym girl, her workouts, etc. So it can be niched content. You can do skits. So if you Jellybean is a lot of skit style content. So that is in real life acting. For example, walking into an elevator, the elevator doors are shutting, and then the girl just manages to stop it, says, "What the fuck? That was rude," something like that, and her ass is out. Walking through a crowd, so a lot of public stuff as well. You can video the reactions of other people looking at her ass, looking at her tits. Bumping into a colleague, anything that's like a in real life acting. And then you've also got POV, which also performs super well. POV is just when you've got a cameraman that's holding the phone, so it gives that impression that the viewer is actually there because they see the slight movements in the camera, and it's a bit more relatable. Nice. So let's go on to performance. How do you know when an account's shit, when you need to delete it, if it's working, what's going well, what's not going well, etc. So after 4 weeks, if all your reels that you've been posting, this is given that the quality is perfect. So if your quality is shit, you're never going to do well. If your quality is perfect and you've been posting every day for 4 weeks straight, a whole month, and all your reels are under 200 views, then something is likely wrong. So what we do is we bin that account, we create a new account, and we just go again. There's a lot of variance, a lot of variation between accounts. If you're on 100 accounts, some will perform super well, some will just get literally 0 views, and some will be in the middle. There's loads of variation. That's why you just need to keep scrapping the accounts that are underperforming and replacing them with new accounts. If you're getting reels between 500 views to 2,000 views, it's a pretty good account. You should keep going. Maybe look at some paid promo to drive traffic to the account. Maybe look at linking one of your other accounts to it just to drive a bit more traffic and energy to these accounts. If you've got an account that's hitting 3,000 views plus per reel, you've got a diamond. This account is likely going to go super well for you. So focus on this account. So yeah, as I mentioned, delete and replace all the shit accounts. Convert these diamond accounts to mains. So you're going to put a bit more attention on these diamond accounts. These are where the stories are going to go, the posts, etc. Just more attention on these accounts. If no accounts at all are performing well, it's probably your quality. There's no getting around it. You just need to actually view your operations from an objective view. View it like it's your friend and you're trying to give them advice. Don't be emotional when it comes to it. Don't be the only one in the world that thinks it's good content, because that's not going to get you paid. Of course, more accounts equals more chance of success, but lots of accounts posting shit is a lot of shit. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about Instagram subscribers. So the bottom right here, again, I actually don't go on Instagram much anymore. I used to when I was doing Instagram outreach, but I haven't needed to for a while now. Last time I went on to Instagram, this is the state of the platform right now. All these fucking weird figures, Italian brain rot that's trending. This is the type of subscribers you're going to get from Instagram. It is low quality, pure brain rot. We've got fucking something that's taken over the attention of these viewers. So of course they're not very high quality, but the amount of subscribers you can generate from Instagram cancels out the low quality by far. Now the content is perceived by lower value compared to other types of subscribers. So Reddit subscribers are notoriously very high value. They can come in perceiving the value of the content of the creator very high. Instagram likely lower, so you might have to sell your script for a bit lower. But of course, if you're getting loads of subscribers, you're going to get a lot more money anyway. Now for Instagram, you're really going to want to keep it a paid subscription just because of the quality of these subscribers. If you have a free trial link and you have an account that a reel that blows up and goes viral, your chatters are going to be swarmed by the most low quality, spammy, time waster traffic known to man. So it needs to be a paid subscription just to filter out all the time wasters. Now, some advice to newcomers. I would say to start small if you don't have any experience in Instagram marketing before. 1 to 3 phones. Don't go all out and buy hundreds of phones when you don't have a system that's got a proven track record. Start small, just 1 to 3 phones that you can really focus on and make sure the quality is perfect. Scale the phones once a proven system is working. So once you've got accounts that are doing well, you know that it works and you can do the exact same thing with more phones. When you're starting out and you're not sure what to do, I would say copy the bigger accounts. There's nothing wrong with copying. Everyone copies someone, essentially. It's very rare to set a trend. So figure out your creator's niche and how you want to brand her. Then find 5 or 10 really good creators that are similar niche to your creator and look similar. And just copy them. That's a good way of starting. Use all their reels. You can send their exact reels to your creator and get her to recreate. Work with your creator's natural interests as well. So trust me, it is extremely hard to completely niche a creator into something that she's just not. So I've tried this with an e-girl before. I had a creator that I wouldn't say was basic, but it was quite generic, just sort of girl next door. And I wanted to try and niche her as an e-girl, and it was just terrible. The creator was just didn't fit. Well, she wasn't an e-girl, so when she put on wigs and put on these e-girl costumes, it just didn't feel right, and that shows in the content. So work to your creator's natural interests. Ask her what her hobbies are. If she likes going to the gym, good, gym girl. If she likes gaming, perfect, gamer girl, e-girl. Work to your creator's natural interests, because the content will be so much better. Now, some other benefits to Instagram marketing. Instagram accounts with large followings that are in your control can also be used for outreach. So this is a elite hack. Imagine you've got an Instagram account that you've built up to 100k, 200k followers. Imagine this girl's account messaging other creators. Your reply rate is so much higher than your agency page or your personal brand page. So you can use your own creators' Instagram accounts for the outreach. A girl's much more likely to reply to another girl, especially when the girl's doing better than her in terms of following. It's also proof of work. So when you're trying to sign a new creator, you can show her your Instagram accounts that you manage already. A lot of girls that you're going to try and onboard, a lot of the time then just talking about money and just talking about, I'm going to make you 50k a month, 100k a month, doesn't actually get them motivated to work with you. And every agency just talks about money. Every agency that messages them, they get 20 messages a day talking about agencies that are going to make them rich. If you switch it up and talk about, look, we can get you famous, we can become an influencer, build you a brand, then when you stop doing OnlyFans, you're still famous, you could be a model, you can be a boxing ringer, whatever you say, it is additional motivation for the creator to sign with your agency. It's also great for funneling to a new creator. So imagine you've been doing this for a while. You've got 5 creators that have each got a big Instagram account or multiple accounts. When you do sign a new creator and create accounts for them, you can promote your new creator on these big Instagram accounts and straight away drive thousands of people, interested people as well, to the girl's new Instagram account. You can just say that they're besties. You can do a story saying, my bestie just started an account, make sure you show us some love, anything like that. As well as this, they are super valuable. If you want to exit OnlyFans or your creator leaves and you don't want the account anymore, you can sell these accounts on Telegram for quite a lot. Accounts with good following go for thousands. So it is valuable intrinsically as well. Now, that is the end. We have managed to do it in under 1 hour, which is good. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have to rewatch and see how my presentation skills were. It's been a while since I've done a long format video with no editing, so we'll see how it goes. I really don't want to remake this video again, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to get more value, you can join my free Telegram group. All the links to these will be down below, but that is Tommy Network, at Tommy Network. There's nearly 1,000 people in it, so it's getting quite big, which is great. And in my group, we've got a lot of verified earners, so you actually know who's making money. Whenever someone's making 10k plus per month, they can send me a full verification, a very strict verification. If everything's fine, I give them an earners tag. So we've got people making 10K per month, 50K per month, 100K per month. We've got 500K per month. We've got million per month agency owner in the group as well, which you can ask questions to for free. I've also got an insights channel, which is just sort of little marketing insights that I come up with, little pieces of value, etc. You can join that as well. I am setting up a mobile proxy farm in the UK. I wanted it to be out already, but we had a few unpredicted issues on the signal just in the area. Super unlucky. So I need to buy. Is a big thing. I need to buy like a whole new signal antenna. But I will have proxies up and running soon, and they will be the best proxies on Telegram for the price range. They're still going to fit into the normal cheap price range, but they're just going to be the best proxies by far. No sharing out like every other supplier. I'm not making, well, I won't make much money at all from it, but it's just a long-term play. I want to be the biggest proxy provider in a couple of years. So you can join that as well for updates. And the only product that I actually sell at the moment is my info pack. In my info pack, it is basically all the actual valuable information that you need to make a lot of money with OnlyFans. It's not a course, it's not a mentorship, it's no bullshit, it's just pure information, my pure SOPs, systems, methods, actual contacts, suppliers, subreddit lists, everything. So I sell that for $495, cheap, easy. It's no time commitment for me, obviously. That's why I do it. I don't have time to do these huge mentorships because I've got my own agency. So if you want to check that out, you can message me on Telegram as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you like these longer videos or if you like the shorter edited ones, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Next, I'm going to be working on a chatting guide. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe for that, and I'll see you guys soon.